Hi, my name is Molly Sommerhalder, and I'm a certified wellness coach and certified yoga teacher and owner of Swan and Lotus Yoga and Wellness. I'm going to talk a little bit about how to begin a mantra practice and some ways that you can turn this practice and tune inward and do a little meditation on your own. So mantra is a mind tool. It's a practice that helps us kind of settle in the mind, become in the present moment. And a lot of times we can use Sanskrit, and Sanskrit actually has a vibration to it. It's a language, one of the oldest languages in the world. And when we recite Sanskrit, it actually creates a vibration, not only in speaking the words, but also meditating the words, singing the words, however you feel comfortable. And so I love using mantra as a meditation because for someone who has a lot of chitta or mind chatter, mantra really helps me come into myself and gives me an opportunity to bring brain focus in. I'm able to concentrate on that mantra, feel that beautiful vibration, and also just understand this beautiful ancient practice. And so the first practice that you can do with mantra is called a Japa practice. So a Japa practice is saying a mantra in a low whisper or to yourself in your mind. And you can actually use some mala beads here. So I have my practice malas. And from here, you just start out using the mala. You can also just do this in your brain, but you can do this 108 times. So the mala kind of keeps track and count. So usually they do come in 108, depending if they're a wrist, or you do it more times around, or a necklace. And so you just start out at the end and the bead to the right of you, and then you just start the mantra. So the mantra can be Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, and that means remover of obstacles, bestower of new beginnings. A great one to do if you're ready to start something new, going into a job interview or looking to transition and make changes, whatever it might be, and you just feel like you need to remove those obstacles. That's a beautiful one to do. You can do something as simple as Om Shanti, Shanti Shanti, which means peace. You can also do one to my goddess, Saraswati, which is Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha or Swaha, depending on what dedication you want to use. So there's multiple different mantras out there depending on what we want to fruition into ourselves. So that's a whole nother discussion. This is about how do you start a practice. So one of the main ones that we start out with, again, is that one for Ganesh, who is right here on my shelf. This is Ganesh. And so we chant that Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And so you do that by just closing your eyes, finding that mala, and you can do that in the low whisper again in this Japa practice, which is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And you hold it in the right hand and just keep moving through the beads one at a time, doing that Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, finding a breath, going at your own pace. And you do that until you come all the way around onto the beads and you end on the last bead. So that's an internal Japa practice. Again, saying it inside or in that low whisper. Another one that you can do is called Lakita Japa. Lakita Japa is where you write down the actual mantra. So here I had written down the Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha mantra. And so if this is something that you like to write, you like to journal, you like to actually see the mantra, this is a beautiful one to do in the morning or at night. And you can actually keep this by your bedside at night and you'll feel that vibration of what you're also trying to manifest here. Another one that I did is one that's Om Dam Durgaye Namaha. That's another mantra that I did as well. And so you can do all different mantras again, but the easiest way to start out is with Ganesh. So this is Hita Japa, again, you can write it out. You can also take that image, like I said, the little guy that I got over there. You can actually print out an image and you could write this mantra around the image of Ganesh. That's another beautiful way if you are a more visual person. And the low whisper or the mantra meditation isn't something that you're ready to do. You can start out with that. And then the final one is a japa practice. And so this japa practice is a little bit different than the other one in the fact that we use the seed mantra, the bija mantra, for the mantra. So something like Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, you can use the seed mantra, and the seed mantra is Om Gam. So if saying that long, crazy mantra is too much in the beginning, or writing it down is too much, you can use that bija, that seed mantra, for a japa practice. And that one is a beautiful practice because it invokes that same meaning as Ganesh, but we do it in such a simpler way. So it's just an inhale Om, exhale Gam. And you can do that with the writing. You can do that with the mala beads. And you can also do that with the image of Ganesh. You can just use that Om Gam. So there's lots of seed mantras. Om Aim is for Saraswati. Om Shreem is for Lakshmi. Om Shanti is that peace. There's also other mantras like Sat Nam. Sat Nam is just that word of grace, of peace. We also have Soham, which is I am that. That's another fabulous one to do. So those are all seed mantras. They're bija mantras. They're the seedling, the little bits of the full mantra to make it more accessible to us. So those are the 3 practices that you can do. Mantra can also be done with chanting and singing with the harmonium. You can do it in a kirtan, which is a call and response where you have a leader and then you call and respond to the mantra. You can chant the mantra. So there's many other practices, but I always like to start out with these basic practices that we can do with ourselves anywhere, anytime. It's a great alternative. I shouldn't say alternative, it's a great meditation because it is a meditational practice. It's a great meditation practice to do, again, if the mind is something that is continuously getting in the way. If thinking of sitting down in a comfortable seated position and having to just be with your thoughts and with your breath is over-consuming for you, the mantra, again, creates this vibration. It is energy. The Sanskrit words create vibrational energy in our body. It can transform our brain waves. It can transform how we feel when we start this practice. And so it's just a start, right? The first step is always trying it. So maybe trying first that seed mantra, the japa practice, going into the seeds in the mantra. And then when you start getting more familiar with the longer mantras, then going into a full japa practice. Or again, maybe writing it down, seeing a visual, whatever works for you. That's the beauty of this practice, is that it's a devotional practice. It's a part of a bhakti practice. And so it's really there to cultivate love, surrender, peace, transformation. And it already has it in there for you because the mantras already do that. So this is how we start a practice of mantra. You can contact me if you need any more support, have any questions at slwellness.info. Or you can also hopefully check out, maybe I'll have online coming soon, but check out one of my workshops on mantra to learn a little bit more. But just tapping into this practice, creating this practice for you, it's one of my favorite practices to do, and I hope this was helpful for you to learn a little bit more about mantra and all the practices that are out there.